Hi guys, Wayne here from Drastic Cute. It's DIY time and today we're going to be making these really easy paper butterflies. So let's get started. To make this paper butterfly, the first thing you're going to need is 2 pieces of square paper. So this one right here is 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. This is the bigger version. I'm going to show you how to fold. I also have a smaller version I'm going to show you guys today, and this is 3 inch by 3 inch. So I'll show you the difference in the paper size when the butterflies are made. So right here, after you've gotten your square piece of paper, and it doesn't have to be origami paper, any kind of paper you have at home will totally be fine. So what you want to do is make it look like a diamond in front of you, and then flip it over so that the actual face of whatever paper that you're going to use of the butterfly is on the back. So now that it's flipped over, I'm going to basically fold it in half. So I'm just going to make sure to meet my corners right there and fold it nicely in half. Like that. So now you have a nice triangle. So once you have that, open it back up, and now we're going to start to fold that kind of the accordion look. So the first step is to bring this part down right here, and you're going to fold it straight across. So there's no exact width of how much you want to fold it, but approximately say 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter would be a nice size. So you just want to be consistent however you fold it. So let's say about 3/8 inch, which is smaller than 1/2 inch, but it's bigger than 1/4 inch. Just gonna rotate it a little bit so it's easier for me to fold. And I'm gonna try my best to go straight across. So that's your goal here, just to try to make that first fold nice and straight. Okay, so now I've got that one first fold in. So after that, you want to take this part now and just follow it right here and fold down. So you're just basically following the folds that you made. And then once I'm just going to turn it around just to make it easier. And I'm going to flip this and fold it back. So it's just a back and forth, and then turn it around just to make it easier. And one more time right here. So you're just using your edges as guides. And I'm going to turn it around one more time. So whatever is left, just fold it in. So even if you had something left right here, you would just fold it back. So it just depends on how wide you fold it. So now I got one side in. You want to do that same thing to the other side. So I'm going to flip it now to this side and fold it again. So I'm just following the edges that I've given myself and back and forth. So any kind of paper, like I said, any kind of paper will work for this butterfly. I just have these origami paper, and they're just much easier because everything's a square and I don't have to cut it and worry that it's not a perfect square. So, but you can recycle magazines that maybe has a nice pattern on it, or wrapping paper, anything really. Just give it a try. So I'm just going to have one more little piece right here and fold it right in. So basically that's what I've created from this square piece of paper, so that the face of your butterfly, this middle section, is popping out. So that's your goal. So I'm going to do that same thing with the other piece of paper. And so basically one part, whatever 2 pieces you use, one is going to be the top wings and the other piece will be the bottom wings. So that's just what you have to keep in mind when choosing the paper. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with this piece right here. So there, I've got the 2 pieces folded. So now what you want to do is take this piece right here, any piece, both of them are, you're going to do the same thing, and you want to fold it in half. So just hold it nicely together, match the edges right here, and fold it in half. And the reason you want to fold it in half is so that you have a nice centered crease right here, so that when you tie it, it's much easier to know where the center is, because you do want your butterfly wings to be even. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and it doesn't matter which way you fold it. You just want to have this nice center crease right here. Okay, so now what you want to determine is which side you want as your top and bottom for the wings. So let's see here. I'm going to make my orange at the top. So now what you want to do is, now that you have the center crease, okay, I'm going to make the top, just put it together. So now you put it together, you're going to be basically opening these wings. So what you want to do is you're going to be tying the center right here, and that's where you want that crease, so it makes it a lot easier. So anything you have at home, just don't spend money trying to buy things. Basically, just explore what you have at home. Anything, strings. This is kind of like those florist wires, pipe cleaners, twist ties. Anything basically that you can tie this center part with will work. So for this one, it's a bigger butterfly, so I'm just going to try to use this ribbon right here that I have, this nice golden ribbon. So hold your butterfly and you want to tie the center. So basically, oh, I said I wanted orange at the top, right? Okay, so this is going to be my top wing, which is the orange one. You want your antenna to be on this edge right here. So just keep that in mind as you're tying it. So I'm just going to come here, and right now it doesn't matter. I can, as soon as I tie it down, I can still adjust it. So I'm just going to tie it like this loosely, and so then I can adjust it as I go. So I'm just going to tie it right here. Okay, so once again, this is the, oops, I have all this stuff everywhere. This is going to be my wings right here, and with my antenna up here. So I'm just going to tie it one more knot. So my antenna is going to be facing out this way. So nice and tight. Okay, so this is where my antenna is going to be. And I'm just going to come back in here and fold it out. So I'm just going to spread the wings right here and squeeze right here. And the reason I want to squeeze is so that I can make this center part nice and small. So I'm just squeezing it out and then just pop it back in. Okay, so now comes the magic. You basically, all you have to do after that is to open your wings. And so you just kind of pop it, use your fingers, you can pop it out, widen it as much as you want. The stiffer your paper, the easier I think it is to pop it out, because then your paper is a little bit stiffer, it's easier, it'll hold its shape a little bit better. So, but this is just regular origami paper and it works perfectly. So you just want to open it up. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like maple leaves, right? Okay, so now that you have that in, you can just come back in here. See however long you want your antenna. So let's see, I'm going to cut it at an angle. Right here. And let's see here. And one more right here. So I got my two antennas, and you can just adjust it however you like. This is the one with the sharp wings at the bottom. I wanted to show you a version where it's a rounded part right here. So what I've done here is I wanted to try a rainbow butterfly. Why not, right? So I basically just took a white piece of square paper and I folded it just as I did. And after I got my creases, I went back in with a marker and I just colored about 3 to 4 every 3 to 4 stripes, I just colored it one color to get my rainbow effect. Fold it like I did this one. So this is the smaller version. This is the 3-inch by 3 inch. So I'm going to attempt to see if this is going to work and create a butterfly. So what you want to do is open this up to get the rounded wing. Open your square up, fold it in half. So you basically want to create a circle. You want to cut a circle. If you have a perfect template, like a circle, something you can use to draw a nice perfect circle and just cut it out, that would be perfect. But sometimes your pieces of paper, you don't have something perfectly round that would fit in here. What you can do is just take your paper, fold it in half, fold it in half again. I just want to show you how you can create a circle. Get your scissor, and this doesn't have to be perfect at all. You just want to create a round edge. So just come in here towards the edge and just snip it off. You just want to create kind of like a circle. So then from there, I'm going to open it up. So as you can see, it's not perfect circle. You can just come back in here if you wanted to. It doesn't matter, like I said. And you can just round it off if you wanted to. Okay, so then now I've got my circle. And I'm just going to go back in and fold it as it was before. There. So it's the same exact thing, I just went and rounded it off. So now I'm going to connect these two now. And before I do that, make sure I find my center once again. Okay, so I'm going to come back in here and find my center. So I'm going to fold that in half. Okay, and now I'm going to connect it. Okay, so for this one, I think I will go with maybe a twist tie, just to make it easier. So I have this gold twist tie right here. And once again, it's the same thing. I'm going to be aiming for my antenna to come out here on the flat side. So I'm just going to come in here and tie it. So I'm just going to start off short, and then, because I know I got to wind my way around and come back up. The twist tie, it's a little bit harder because you can't just tie it down, so. But it works, I promise. You just have to be a little bit more patient. Okay. So then just twist it up here. And once again, I'm going to open my wings so that I can squeeze the center. Sorry, I hope you can see that. So I'm basically just opening my wings and squeezing the center, and then I'm going to flip it back down. Okay. Whew. And of course I'm going to twist this to make sure my antennas stay, and then I'm going to open them up. So there, I hope you enjoyed this DIY project and inspires you to give it a try. There's two that I made also I wanted to show you really quickly. It's exactly the same as this, this blue one right here. It's the same as this butterfly one I made with the rounded bottom wing. And I just used the two colors. I really love this one. I just love the colors and the silver antenna. And the other one right here is exactly the same as this. Except that I used a pipe cleaner here for the antenna. So as you can see, the options are endless of what you can use. So just find things you have at home and give it a try. So let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite butterfly. And if you love this project, please give me a thumbs up and share it. And remember to subscribe so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.